guys! Welcome back to my channel. This is Mommy Chrislyn, and for today's vlog, I will be showing you the most asked vlog ever since I came here in Singapore. So this is how was it like going back to Singapore, coming from the Philippines despite the pandemic crisis. Did I encounter any struggle or problem from the airport? Third would be, what are the requirements needed by the Philippine immigration for you to be able to board the plane going to Singapore? And of course, what are the requirements also of Singapore immigration the moment you landed in Singapore? Yes. And lastly would be, what is this they call stay home notice in Singapore, and how is it like? So if you want to know the answers to those questions, please keep on watching. On my way to the airport. This is in the Terminal 1, so social distancing is strictly implemented, as well as wearing of masks at all times. Surprisingly, out of I think 15 flights on that day, it was only Jetstar that was not cancelled. So we were the only passengers in the airport. I think we are less than 20 passengers in the plane. The flight attendant informed us that we will not be able to avail our meal for safety purposes and for the instruction of wearing our mask at all times. Stay home notice facility. They've actually chosen a hotel, but I won't mention the hotel. Then sorry if my room is too messy. So my luggage here. TV. All right. Bed. So the view outside is like this. I think I'm actually in Orchard, if I'm not mistaken, but I won't reveal where is my hotel. Aside from that, of course, your personal toilet. Yeah, it's too messy. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's it. So I've shown you this short clip of my trip from Philippines to Singapore. How was it like? I must say, I'm a bit anxious, of course afraid that I might contract the virus and will be ill, something like that. But then the moment I step on the airport, we were very few passengers there. Those who lined up were, I think, were only 30 passengers. Some were able to board. Others were totally did not allowed by the airline. So what is the reason why they were not allowed to board the plane? It is because they are the connecting flight. Singapore is very strict with that one, because all the passengers that will land in Singapore must comply with the 14 days quarantine. So if I were you, if you will have a connecting flight, please confirm it first with your agency. Confirm it first whether it is really allowed by the government of Singapore. Tip. So another question is, what are the requirements of the Philippine immigration as well as the Singapore immigration for you to be able to fly back to Singapore? So number one is you have to show them your passport. In the check-in counter, they will be asking you these documents you have to prepare already. Of course, number one is a passport. Number two is your IC, your identification card. For those who are working in Singapore, you have this card that you have to show them. Your IC, like for example this one. Yes. And then number 3 is, if you are an OFW like me, you have to have your OEC printed, overseas employment certificate. Yes, like this one that includes the number. It is very important. Number 4 is the MOM approval letter, Ministry of Manpower approval letter. So this one states that you are allowed to travel to Singapore on that date. Yes. And then you can find it here. What's the importance of MOM approval letter? Yes. The number 5, very important also, you have to submit via online 3 days prior to your flight the electronic health declaration, so that the immigration in Singapore will be noted, will be informed that you will be coming back to Singapore and your health condition was okay. So this one, if I were you, you just print all those documents, especially the MOM approval letter, your OEC, and also your electronic health declaration that you can find in this site. An example of how to do that one. Alright? So the moment our plane landed in Singapore, we went straight to the immigration. Yeah, there were lots of immigration officers there that are very much willing to assist you. And what would they be asking you are, of course, your passport, your IC, your MOM approval letter, and of course your electronic health declaration. So it wouldn't take that much of time, I think less than 10 minutes. Then they will just have to verify those documents, and once verified, you are very much allowed already to enter Singapore. And at the same time, they will guide you to where is the baggage counter collection. So to my surprise, the staffs of Changi Airport were very nice and kind to assist us, to help us with our baggages. So our baggages were all lined there. You will just have to choose among those are yours. Then they will help you place it in the baggage push cart, if I'm not mistaken. And then we were asked by the staff to just wait for the bus that will take us to the designated stay home notice facility, which happens to be in this hotel. Lastly, what is this they call stay home notice here in Singapore? So for me, this stay home notice is the 14-day mandatory quarantine that you have to comply, that you have to serve for you to be able to go back to work. You have to complete this 14 days quarantine. So like for me, I arrived June 2 around 3 p.m. I will be out in this hotel by June 16, 12 p.m. Yes, you have to complete that 14 days. So big thanks to the government of Singapore for covering the full cost of my stay home notice, hotel accommodation, and also the free meal for me. But as for others, I don't know whether it is covered by the government, but for me it is, since I am working as a nurse here in Singapore. So for to give you the full details of what is it like with stay home notice, what are the rules, what are the do's and don'ts, what will happen to you if you didn't comply with the rules, what are the penalties, something like that. So I will be discussing that clearly on my next vlog, on the part 2 of this vlog. So I hope that you will watch again my videos, and I do hope also that you will like and subscribe to my channel. That's it. Bye.